Have you ever paused amidst the rush of daily life and wondered, why am I here? Or, what truly gives meaning to my existence? Have you achieved what others might call success, yet still feel a subtle void, a lingering sense that something is missing? These questions are not uncommon, yet they are often the most profound and the most challenging to confront. Perhaps you've felt that tug inside, the quiet voice urging you to seek something deeper, something more fulfilling. But where do you start? How do you untangle the complexities of modern life to uncover your true purpose? Imagine this: you're climbing a ladder, reaching higher and higher, only to discover that it's leaning against the wrong wall. What if your efforts, your energy, and even your dreams are aligned with goals that don't resonate with who you truly are? This realization can be both unsettling and transformative. In today's video, we'll journey with a young man who found himself grappling with these exact questions. On the surface, he had everything: a stable career, achievements, recognition, but deep within, he felt adrift, searching for clarity and a sense of direction. Through his story, we'll explore practical, actionable steps to uncover your purpose, discover meaning, and lead a life of fulfillment. Stay with us, because by the end of this video, you won't just hear his story, you'll gain tools to rewrite your own. Michael Anderson, 25 years old, sat dazed by the window of the office at Sterling and Partners real estate company in Chicago. Outside, the towering skyscrapers seemed to look down on him with cold, indifferent eyes. It had been 18 months since he started his job as a real estate broker here. Stable income, a materially sufficient life, but in Michael's heart, there was always an unfillable void. Every day at the company, he simply worked like a machine, calling clients, negotiating contracts, attending boring meetings. The pressure of sales targets, deadlines, and fierce competition in the industry made him increasingly tired. At night, Michael often tossed and turned with the question, does this life have any meaning? What was I born for? Why do I feel so empty? Many colleagues advised him to seek psychological therapy, others suggested he travel to relax. But deep down, Michael felt he needed something more profound, a spiritual guide to find his own path. One evening, while surfing the web searching for answers to his inner turmoil, Michael accidentally read an article about Zen Master James Anderson, an American high monk known as the Guide for Lost Souls. The article told of hundreds of young people who had found life's meaning after being taught by the Zen master at the monastery in the Rocky Mountains. Without much hesitation, Michael decided to take a week's leave to find the monastery. After a 4-hour drive and 2 hours of climbing, Michael finally set foot in the monastery. The serene space with old pine trees and the sound of bells ringing in the mountain wind gradually calmed his soul. Zen Master James, a 65-year-old man with silver hair, bright blue eyes, and a warm smile, welcomed Michael in the monastery's meditation garden. "What brings you here on such a beautiful autumn day?" the Zen master gently asked while pouring tea for Michael. Michael took a deep breath, feeling the fragrant tea and the fresh mountain air. He slowly spoke of his worries, the feeling of aimlessness in life, the pressure of work, and the deep desire to find the true meaning of his life. "I know I have a good job, a stable life that many people dream of. But every morning when I wake up, I feel like something is missing. I don't know what I'm living for. I don't know if what I'm doing really matters." Zen Master James smiled, his eyes filled with deep understanding. "You know, 30 years ago, I was just like you. I was a successful lawyer in New York, had everything that people called success, but inside I always felt empty. And like you today, I sought out a Zen master to learn. What I realized is that meaning is not something you can find by sitting and thinking. It needs to be discovered through experience and action." Over the next 3 days, the Zen master shared with Michael 3 important principles to find life's purpose. Each principle was explained in detail, with specific examples and practical exercises. On the first day, the Zen master spoke about the first principle. You need to actively seek new experiences and step out of your comfort zone. "Look at those birds." He pointed to the birds soaring in the sky. "They can't know how far they can fly if they stay in their nest. For example, in your job, instead of just focusing on selling houses to the wealthy, why don't you try participating in social housing projects? Or organize free real estate counseling sessions for low-income people? You'd be surprised at what you can learn from them. The Zen master told a story about a former student of his, a surgeon, who volunteered in poor areas of Africa during her vacation. When she returned, she told me that those months showed her the true meaning of medicine, not just saving lives, but bringing hope and dignity to the less fortunate. Michael listened attentively and took notes. He began listing activities he could participate in: volunteering at nonprofit housing organizations, joining community development projects, or organizing knowledge-sharing sessions about finance and real estate for young people. On the second day, the Zen master taught about the second principle: reflection. Experiencing without reflecting is like eating without chewing. You can't digest the valuable lessons. He gave Michael a small notebook. This will be your reflection journal. Every night before going to bed, spend 15 minutes writing about what you experienced during the day. Not just what you did, but more importantly, what you felt and learned. The Zen master shared the method of 3 questions that he often used for reflection. What made my heart tremble today? What did I do to help others become better? If today was my last day on earth, would I be satisfied with the way I lived? These questions will help you look deep into yourself and understand better the values that are truly important to you, the Zen master explained. Michael practiced immediately. He wrote about the peaceful feeling when watching the sunset on the mountain, about the conversation with a young monk about his journey to the spiritual path, about the homesickness and the desire to share what he learned with his family. On the third day, the Zen master spoke about the final principle: connection and sharing. Humans are not islands. We find meaning through connecting with others. He told about a group of young people who together formed a community to support each other in seeking life's purpose. They met periodically, sharing their experiences, difficulties, and successes. Sometimes, others see the potential in you more clearly than you see in yourself. And when you share your story, you can inspire others to begin their journey. The Zen master suggested Michael create a small group with like-minded colleagues, organizing meetings not just to discuss work but also about each other's dreams and aspirations. Ask deep questions, listen with your heart, and share sincerely. Before leaving the monastery, Michael was taught meditation by the Zen master to calm the mind and see issues more clearly. Every morning, before starting your day, spend 10 minutes sitting quietly. No judgment, no expectations, just simply observe your breath and your thoughts. And remember, the Zen master reminded, finding life's purpose is not a destination but a journey. You won't find it overnight. But if you persistently practice what I have shared, you will gradually discover your path. Returning to Chicago, Michael began applying what he had learned. He continued working at the real estate company but with a completely different mindset. Instead of just focusing on sales, he started caring about genuinely helping clients find homes that fit their needs and financial capabilities. In the evenings and weekends, Michael volunteered at a nonprofit organization that helps the homeless find shelter. He used his knowledge and connections in the real estate industry to link those in need with compassionate landlords and investors. Gradually, he realized he could combine his business with community service. Michael also started a blog sharing his journey to find life's meaning. The blog quickly attracted many readers, especially young people facing similar struggles. He organized regular meetings where people could share their stories and support each other in their journey to find purpose. 2 years passed. One autumn afternoon, Michael once again set foot in the monastery in the Rocky Mountains. This time, he was no longer the confused, directionless young man he once was. Over the past 2 years, he had advanced to become the director of community development at Sterling & Partners, overseeing social housing and humanitarian real estate projects. His income tripled, but more importantly, he found joy and meaning in his work. The nonprofit organization he volunteered for had helped over 500 people find stable housing. His blog inspired thousands of young people, many of whom found their own life's purpose. Michael also established a small scholarship fund to support students pursuing community projects. Meeting Zen Master James Anderson again, Michael emotionally shared, "I have understood that the meaning of life does not lie in what we receive, but in what we can give. When I started living for others, My own life became more meaningful than ever. Zen Master James Anderson smiled. You have found your path. But remember, this is just the beginning. The journey of seeking and living with purpose is a lifelong one. Every day, you still need to continue exploring, learning, and contributing. Michael nodded in agreement. He understood that he would continue to grow and find new ways to contribute to society. But now, instead of feeling confused and aimless, he had an inner compass to guide him, a desire to bring value to others and make the world a little better every day. Leaving the monastery this time, Michael looked up at the blue sky and smiled. He knew that his life had truly begun since the day he found his purpose. And the best part is, this journey still continues. What did you learn from the story? In order to explore yourself and find the true meaning of your life, there are 5 core lessons you should spend time learning and practicing. Number 1. Step out of your comfort zone and seek new experiences. Michael's first lesson came when Zen Master James encouraged him to expand his horizons by seeking experiences that went beyond his routine. Purpose isn't found in stagnation, it's uncovered through exploration and action. Identify areas in your life where you can step out of your comfort zone. Volunteer for causes you care about, engage in community service, or take on challenges that align with your passions. For instance, if you're in a professional role, think about how your skills can contribute to societal needs or underserved communities. Number 2. Reflect deeply on your experiences. The second principle emphasizes the importance of reflection. As Zen Master James said, experiencing without reflecting is like eating without chewing. Reflection allows you to process your experiences, draw valuable lessons, and connect with your inner values. Start a daily reflection journal. Ask yourself these 3 key questions every night. 1. What made my heart tremble today? 2. What did I do to help others become better? 3. If today was my last day, would I be satisfied with how I lived it? Number 3. Build meaningful connections and share your journey. Purpose is often discovered through connection and sharing. Humans are social beings, and our lives gain meaning when we contribute to others and build relationships that inspire growth. Form a community or small group with like-minded individuals. Share your dreams, challenges, and lessons with others. Engage in conversations that go beyond surface-level topics and listen with empathy. Number 4. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Finding purpose requires clarity of mind. Meditation helps calm the chaos within and creates space for deeper insights to emerge. Dedicate 10 minutes each morning to sit quietly and focus on your breath. Observe your thoughts without judgment, and allow yourself to connect with your inner self. Number 5. Embrace giving over receiving. The final and perhaps most transformative lesson Michael learned was that the true meaning of life lies in what we give, not what we receive. Contribution brings fulfillment. And when we live for others, we find joy and purpose. Look for ways to serve others in your personal and professional life. Whether it's helping a colleague, mentoring someone, or contributing to a cause, acts of giving can profoundly enrich your life. As Zen Master James reminded Michael, purpose is not a destination but a journey. It evolves as we grow, learn, and contribute. Every day presents a new opportunity to explore, reflect, and live meaningfully. By applying these principles, you too can begin to uncover your purpose. Start small, take consistent steps, and embrace the journey. As Michael discovered, the path to purpose is not only rewarding, it's life-changing. And remember, it's never too late to start. Thank you so much for your kind watching.